stores or businesses after they pre-ordered them last week. In addition, some stock will be available for walk-in purchase and reservation purchase at Apple stores. Well, guess what? FedEx and UPS have alerted people in New York and Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. that they may not get their deliveries on Friday because of the Pope's visit. And in fact, there's even some speculation that certain Apple stores in Manhattan, well, throughout New York, Philadelphia, and Washington might also not receive stock for walk-in sale, although that's not quite as prominent news as is the fact that FedEx and UPS may not be able to make deliveries. Some people expecting the new iPhones on the 25th are now being told don't look for them until Monday because FedEx and UPS, we might not be able to get around the security. We may not be able to drive our delivery vans on Friday. And in reading the tech blogs, there's some people out there not very happy about this. That's stunning, isn't it? They are ticked off that, okay, the Pope can come, fine and dandy, but why does that mean FedEx can't drive? Why does that mean UPS can't deliver what I bought? Okay, the Pope can come, but why does that shut everything else down? Not me, of course. Won't affect me. It is. It's unprecedented. Unprecedented security. But I just want you to hear this. This is the Josh Earnest comment that lit me up at the top of the hour. I heard this in the news break at the top of the hour.
This is not a meeting between politicians, and this is not an effort to advance anybody's political agenda. But rather, it is an opportunity for two respected world leaders with significant influence around the globe to spend some time talking about the values that they hold in common, and to do so in an atmosphere of respect. And it is an opportunity for the president to illustrate the deep admiration that the American people have for Pope Francis and his leadership.
Right. That's why you're inviting all these reprobates to meet him. These representatives of average, everyday America. Are the pilgrims, they get to meet their Papa there at the White House. Yeah. It's not a meeting between politicians. No way, dude, no. Two respected world leaders with lots of influence. The Obama is the other one. You wonder who the second guy was? Two world leaders. It's Obama. Politicians. Two respected world leaders. One is talking about Obama, his boss, and Il Papa. With significant influence around the globe, to spend some time talking about the values that are in the common. See, that's my point. What are they? Well, that's actually more than we knew, as it turns out. Anyhow, that's what set me up. Princeton, New Jersey is where the Gallup poll is. They got a new poll. Almost half of Americans, 49%, say the federal government poses an immediate threat to the rights and freedoms of ordinary citizens, similar to what was found in previous surveys over the last 5 years. This is Gallup's governance poll taken September 9th through the 13th, and it's not uncommon. This is pretty much what's been the case for the last 5 years. And you look at this, here's the Obama approval and disapproval numbers. Real Clear Politics averages. Obama job approval is 45%, disapproval 50%. You would... Direction of the country. Right direction, 29%. Wrong direction, 61%. Real Clear Politics, rolling averages of all kinds of polls out there folded together. And we've got all this stuff going on, all this dissatisfaction. I mean, the point, and where's the Republican Party in this? You have a Republican Party trying to take advantage of any of this? No. It doesn't appear to be the case. Steve in Dallas, great to have you on the EIB network as we head back to the phones. Hello, sir.
Hey, Rush. Thank you very much for taking my call, brother. You're a true American hero, and I love your show. Listen to it every day. Got to take one exception and go back to the earlier Carly Fiorina comments. Carly, when she was with Lucent, was president of the Consumer Products Division. She left in 1999. The demise of Lucent that certainly has captured a lot of attention in this recent debate actually started somewhere around 2001 under Henry Schott and eventually at Russo. Lucent finally merged with Alcatel in 2007. So in regard to Carly, she was a phenomenal leader and a person that I truly believe has courage of her convictions. Just a tremendous leader during the entire time that I was with the company, which was 25 years, and not directly, but under Carly for a couple of years during that time. So those are my comments. Just wanted to kind of...
So you think Trump is wrong, then, when he talks about, if you think it was bad at Hewlett-Packard, wait till you hear what happened at Lucent. Trump's not right.
I do. And you know what? I'm also a Trump supporter. I'm on the fence between Carly and Trump, frankly. But the time that Trump is referring to had nothing to do with Carly Fiorina. Lucent acquired 21 different companies in the early 2000s, and they overextended. They also there's an old adage that goes with that company that's called bellheads, and bellheads are reminiscent of the time when Ma Bell was still around and the government came in and deregulated. Well, Lucent still had some leadership that followed that mindset, and they were reluctant to change into the new industry. Point in case, John Chambers, president and creator of Cisco, was with Lucent way back in the day. He went to Lucent with a product, and that product was obviously the routers. And Lucent said no, because their vision was not forward thinking. Carly Fiorina had nothing to do with that.
All right. Well, fine and dandy. So there you are. Those of you, and I've been hearing from you in the email. Don't think I haven't. I've checked the email, and I'm being roasted in the email by Carly supporters who claim that I'm totally misrepresenting what happened there at Lucent. And so here comes Steve in Dallas with an effort to correct the record as reported in Fortune. And did I interrupt him? No. And did I argue with him? No. He had his fair shot at it. So there you are. Yeah, it hit me all over the place in the email here. No. This happens during campaigns. I mean, it doesn't matter. If I was speaking out against, I don't know, take your pick. Well, Cruz or Carson, if I happen to say this is the slightest thing critical, you think I wouldn't hear from those supporters accusing me of selling out and so forth? We knew it. You really haven't been a conservative in 27 years. You were just faking it. Your true colors are oh yeah. No question it would happen. The heightened tensions of a presidential campaign. Let's go to the audio sound bites. I got the roster today. I found out that I was the subject of the first three. So I relegated those to the last hour of the program. Here we are, Fox News this morning, happening now. Co-host Jenna Lee speaking with Betsy Woodruff, a political reporter at the Daily Beast, about Scott Walker dropping out of the presidential race. Jenna Lee said, is this all about Trump? Is that why Governor Walker is getting out?
One thing that we looked at is the support that Walker had among talk radio hosts, particularly Rush Limbaugh. Limbaugh talked up Walker for months. He loved him. He thought he was great. And then when Trump came onto the scene, Walker just kind of got displaced. He was sort of shuffled to the bottom of the pack. He went from being a hero to a Me Too. That's the actual term, Me Too, that Limbaugh used to talk about him. Trump sucked up all the energy.
Yeah, What do you mean there's two things out of context? No, Snerdley is shouting at me here from the IFB that Miss Woodruff here is taking the Me Too out of context. I remember when I offered the Me Too comment, it was, look, Trump has disrupted this whole thing, not just Scott Walker. I mean, I guarantee you that Ted Cruz envisioned sitting higher than 7%. And more than that, I will guarantee you that Jeb Bush and everybody around him thought he was going to be in the double digits. Trump has disrupted everything. Nobody thought Trump was going to get in. Everybody thought Trump was doing his usual publicity stunt and negotiating a new deal for The Apprentice or trying to gin up audience numbers for it or whatever. Nobody expected him to get in it. Then when he got in it, the day he got in it, nobody believed that he would last the end of the day because of his announcement statement. And it just turned everything upside down. This is why I say it's impossible to predict the future in politics or in anything really, but if you start endorsing candidates, you don't know, especially this far out, you can't possibly. I would never hitch my wagon to anything that far out. You don't know what kind of forces are going to come along, and you don't know what's going to happen to people, and so you have to play it hands off and just objectively observe, which is my practice in primaries. But it's not just Scott Walker. Trump just upset everything, and after that first couple of weeks, you had a lot of Republican candidates in an attempt to not be marginalized. Hey, yeah, I think that too. I mean, Trump's got nothing new on anybody here. We all think that. So I dubbed it the Me Too caucus. But it was not to impinge or impugn those people, but rather to demonstrate the utter shock that Trump had caused within the campaign. Now, here's Scott Walker. Oh, gosh, I got to take a break. I just saw the clock. I'm way past this. So we got a couple bites from Walker explaining why he dropped out, which he's being praised to the hilt for. He did amazing. Concession speeches are often among the best that politicians ever give in their
Rush Limbaugh, simply brilliant on the EIB network.
Glenn Beck, weekdays 9 till noon. News Radio 102.5 WFLA.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming.